are the earliest films of India, made over 100 years ago.
Look at all this pomp and show.
It's extraordinary footage.
An astonishing window into the past.
There is that feeling of being haunted by them almost.
You see how comforts of the empire were built on this massive labor that Indians provided.
Part 1 of India on Film, Tuesday on CNA.
To truly understand Asia, would you want to be influenced by someone else's perspectives? Someone else's priorities? Someone else's bias? Or do you want a balanced view of Asia? Thoughtful, reliable, impartial, from a trusted source with its center of gravity in Asia. That's why 20 years ago we formed CNA. We scrutinize sources, navigate cultures, and dive deeper to help you understand developments in Asia and put an Asian lens on global events. This is why every day millions turn to CNA. CNA, we cover Asia for the world.
Hello, the headlines this hour. Hong Kong's leader Carrie Lam says her government will not make concessions to silence pro-democracy protests that have been going on for 2 months now. She said this after a meeting with business leaders to discuss the unrest that's spread across the city. Ms. Lam warned that the impact of the protests on the city's economy has hit like a tsunami. She said it's worse than during the 2003 SARS outbreak, and the retail sector has taken the biggest hit so far. But the territory's chief executive gave the assurance that her government will help to minimize the impact of the unrest. China has issued a red alert, the most serious level of warning for Super Typhoon Lakima. The alert is in place for coastal areas of eastern Zhejiang province. The National Meteorological Center says the typhoon is the strongest to hit the country since 2014. Heavy rains are expected in Zhejiang, Shanghai, and nearby areas within hours. Lakima is set to make landfall later this morning, and it's packing winds of more than 200 kilometers per hour. But it's set to weaken as it tracks north in the next few days. Singapore marked 54 years of independence on Friday with a National Day parade at the Padang, which also commemorates the nation's bicentennial. With the theme, Our Singapore, it showcased the contributions of ordinary Singaporeans and organizations. And that's the latest from the CNA Newsroom.
Singapore artists have gone on journeys to write songs about Singapore issues that they're passionate about.
The amount of Singaporeans who find themselves depressed because of this success metric, it's scary.
I always feel like people are watching me. I did not feel accepted.
My dad, he's always in and out prison. He's like going in a cycle. I want to understand like why.
If anything can bridge the gap, it could be a song.
Lex.
Good morning, guys.
What's up? My name is Benjamin Kang. I am 28 years old. I am a musician, actor, writer. I make noise for a living, basically. The band is Sam Willows. People started listening to our videos on YouTube, our cover music, and we started getting a following. Success does not always equate to financial stability, you know. There are months where we're still quite dry. Well, it was a difficult dream, you know, and ask any other musician in Singapore, they tell you the same. Music was always like such a big part of my household. My mom would sing as well. My dad plays the guitar too. And we always had these wonderful like family jam sessions every Sunday. You know, Dad would take out the guitar, sing some like quite cringy songs. I think it became a second language for our family. You know, whenever we went through a difficult time, there was always music. It was a joy. Losing a parent is never easy, and especially she fought it for 4 years. You know, we were hit with this profound sense of humanity, that life is just bigger than our bubble. To love Singapore, you need to have a very keen understanding of the entire spectrum. Every time I open social media or Facebook and you read another article about some kid who took